Have you ever read a book with such extreme excitement, highlighting every line, folding pages, and taking notes like you're about to take an exam? But just a week later, you only remember the blue book cover? If that feels familiar, don't worry, you're definitely not alone in this. Welcome to the world of a brain that consumes tons of information, but struggles to digest it effectively. The problem isn't that you have a goldfish memory, it's that you don't yet know how to process information scientifically. In this video, I'm sharing a powerful learning technique honed over years from school to the workplace. This method divides learning into two stages, receiving and digesting, and each stage is equally important. Digesting is when you process, understand, memorize, and apply the information you've received into real life. It sounds simple, but 90% of people focus only on receiving and skip digesting entirely. You try to read faster, watch videos at double speed, listen to podcasts while brushing your teeth, doing the dishes, or working out. Everyone wants to be a multitasking master, but they forget the core truth. How much you retain matters more. It's not about how much information you take in, but how you retain and use it. If you want to be a learning ninja, mastering memory and application, this video is your guide. This video will guide you before you dive into reading a book or learning anything new. Do you wish you had a super memory, remembering every detail after reading just once? Meet Kim Peek, a real person with extraordinary memory who could finish books in minutes. He could recall every word, even punctuation from thousands of books, and give detailed directions from New York to Los Angeles by the shortest route. He could do this all in his head, no Google Maps, no Wi-Fi, truly incredible. The secret was a rare brain condition that created unusual links between the hemispheres, turning him into a living information copying machine. Sounds cool, right? But if you took the same test, who would win? In pure memory questions, he'd take the lead. For pure facts, he's unmatched. But when the question is why Edison's bulb succeeded, you hold the advantage. He may recall instantly, but reasoning, synthesizing, and debating are limited. You, even without instant recall, excel in thinking, problem-solving, and creativity. The goal isn't to remember everything, but to keep what matters and use it. We're not living hard drives. We need brains that store the important and filter out the rest. If you've ever been frustrated for getting a 300-page book, relax. You're not a robot. The good news? You don't need to be one to learn well, just the right strategy will do. This video will show you how to do that simply, enjoyably, and effectively. Each type of knowledge needs to be digested differently. You can't use the same method for all. Let me introduce PACER, the most effective tool for classifying and processing information. PACER stands for Procedural, Associative, Conceptual, Episodic, and Reflexive. 5 types of knowledge. Why classify? Because using the wrong method is the perfect recipe for forgetting quickly. Like trying to learn motorcycle repair by reading philosophy, or learning concepts through flashcards. Identify the type of knowledge and apply the right strategy for long-term retention. Learning to brew V60 coffee is procedural knowledge. You master it through hands-on practice. Critical thinking is conceptual. Use a mind map to lock it in memory. Comparing learning to charging a phone is associative knowledge. Analyzing the analogy helps you understand it more deeply. Let's break down each PACER type and how to process them. First, procedural knowledge. Ever struggled with geometry or Excel formulas? That's procedural knowledge, skills you can't just read about, but must practice over and over to master. Learning math without practice is like watching a TikTok cooking video, but never stepping into the kitchen. The more you practice, the longer you remember. The less you do, the faster it fades. Think about learning to type with all 10 fingers. Awkward at first, but practice makes it automatic. Mistakes are the key. Just like learning to drive, you need those sudden breaks. For skills like programming or technical drawing, keep practicing until your hands and mind move automatically, until it becomes pure instinct. Second, associative knowledge. Have you ever remembered the name of a childhood crush or a movie from long ago, but struggled to recall a physics formula for an exam? That's because the brain loves emotional connections. Learning the word apple while eating a crisp apple under beautiful light stays forever. Link dry subjects like history or chemistry with personal experiences or vivid images. Think of the Treaty of Versailles as a post-breakup drama contract. It's easier to remember. The brain is not a hard drive. Unlinked information is deleted by its algorithm. Third, conceptual knowledge. It's about connecting ideas into frameworks. Mind maps and diagrams help your brain retain concepts far better than plain memorization. Conceptual knowledge requires understanding the why behind facts, not just memorizing them. Don't just know water boils at 100 degrees C. Understand the molecular dynamics behind it. Ask why, create connections, and explain concepts in your own words. That's how you truly lock in understanding. Fourth, episodic knowledge. Remember being late to school and called out by the hall monitor? Those emotional memories are perfect examples of episodic knowledge. Stories stick. Like a smoker getting sick, emotion makes memory strong. Create your own story, like imagining water molecules rebelling inside a boiling kettle. Finally, reflexive knowledge. Ever typed your computer password without thinking? That's reflex learning, skills practiced until they become instinct. From driving a car to playing piano, repeated practice under different conditions builds powerful neural highways in your brain. Pacer is the roadmap to learning smarter, not harder, helping you remember deeply by classifying knowledge, practicing deliberately, and applying the right strategies. Stop being a human photocopier. Sharpen your learning style with Pacer and unlock success. Share this video with friends, coworkers, or teachers to help them learn mindfully. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips to learn better and live smarter.